days back, I was on this show called the Vidphone Show, where we were talking about why it's important to build a brand, and especially for small business mompreneurs. As the conversation progressed, the young child of one of the hosts walked into her room and chose that moment to wanting to play a prank on the mother. The mother said that she never closes the door when she's doing these shows because work and life is really merged. And she went on to take care of the child and possibly find a way to distract him. We all had a good laugh and carried on with the discussion. This reminded me of an incident that happened 3 years back, which went viral on LinkedIn. And it was a post by Carlie Bush, who is the VP HR Service Delivery of Global Medical Response. She talks about a video interview with a candidate. And as the interview started, the candidate made a profuse apology and said, I'm really sorry. I thought my toddler would be sleeping at this time, but my toddler is awake. And as the conversation progressed, she could see that the young mom was like, her eyes were darting around the room, looking at the floor, and she could sort of notice that the toddler was crawling all over. The conversation continued, and about 3 or 4 minutes into the interview, Carlie realized that the mom really needed that moment to take care of the child. So she stopped the interview and told her, please go ahead and, tend to your child, take care of whatever is needed to be done. And she could see that the toddler by then had crawled under the chair of the mom. The mom picked up the child, and it became pretty apparent that obviously the child was in no hurry to go to sleep. So Carlie suggested, why don't you keep the toddler on your lap and we'll continue this conversation? So they went on to talk about the child, her family, her pets, how the candidate had moved recently to the city, and the interview continued. Carlie says, I could see the relief in the mom's eyes. The interview went on for some more time, and the candidate did a great job of the interview, and they closed the interview saying bye to the baby. And Carlie says that it is so important as leaders to understand that how stressful it could be for people when they're going through struggles, when they're trying to handle everything, and how we can be more understanding and accommodating. Carlie goes on to say that these small acts of kindness make a world of difference to others. In the times where work has walked into our homes, and this is not just a pandemic phenomenon, I think it's a great reminder. Now, where work can you use this example to make a point? For one, you could talk about creating a workplace where we value and understand people's life stages. Sharing anecdotes and examples like this creates a pull for people to want to work there. You could also share this example for people to be leaders who listen with their eyes and be conscious of how we act or how we talk at work. As a facilitator and a coach, for me, I think it's a great reiteration of how are we reading the temperature of the room and how are we changing it to help others amplify their presence. I would love to hear back from you about your thoughts on this and where would you use it at work and how that experience went. Do share in the comments.